This is your dog's food bowl. Now imagine flipping it upside down on top of a firecracker. When that firecracker goes off, boom, the bowl blasts into the air. Congratulations, you've just demonstrated the law of conservation of energy, turning the firecracker's chemical energy into the bowl's kinetic energy. But there's a problem. The bowl's flight path is totally random. It flies all over the place, wasting most of that energy. So you get clever. You replace the dog bowl with a piston head and put it inside a cylinder. Then, underneath the piston, you connect a movable rod and a crankshaft. Now, when the firecracker explodes inside the cylinder, the blast pushes the piston downward, which drives the connecting rod, spinning the crankshaft. Boom! You've just made energy conversion more efficient and the motion controlled and repeatable. Congratulations! You've basically invented the piston mechanism. But there's still a snag. The explosion blocked the top of the cylinder, so how do you drop in the next firecracker? Simple, you drill a small hole in the side of the cylinder so you can light and drop it through there. To make the piston move more smoothly, you attach a flywheel to the crankshaft. The flywheel's inertia keeps the system spinning, helping the piston rise back up after each downstroke. Of course, loading firecrackers one by one isn't exactly practical, so you take it a step further. You drill 3 ports into the bottom of the cylinder, one for an intake valve, one for an exhaust valve, and one for a spark plug. Then, you install a fuel injector in the intake channel. Here's how it works now. When the piston moves down, the intake valve opens, pulling in a fine mist of fuel and air. As the piston moves up, the intake valve closes, compressing the mixture. At the top, the spark plug fires, igniting the fuel and forcing the piston down again. At the bottom, the flywheel carries the motion forward, the exhaust valve opens, and the burned gases exit the cylinder. Repeat that cycle: intake, compression, power, exhaust, over and over, and your piston keeps pumping while the crankshaft spins endlessly. Congratulations again, you've just invented the internal combustion engine. And if you want even more power, just duplicate the setup 4 times and connect them all to the same crankshaft. Boom! Welcome to the 4-cylinder engine.